Zombie apocalypse. A zombie apocalypse begins when a mysterious infection spreads through the population, turning ordinary people into aggressive undead or infected creatures. Society collapses as cities become overrun, governments lose control, and survivors struggle to find food, shelter, and safety. Some zombie stories focus on slow, relentless hordes, while others feature terrifying fast infected. Famous examples include The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, Resident Evil, and World War Z. It remains one of the most popular apocalypse settings because the greatest danger often comes from both the monsters and the surviving humans. Alien apocalypse. An alien apocalypse happens when Earth is invaded by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. Unlike human armies, these invaders often possess technology far beyond anything on Earth, making resistance almost impossible. Some aliens arrive to conquer the planet, while others seek its resources or simply destroy humanity. Films such as Independence Day, War of the Worlds, and Edge of Tomorrow show how a single invasion can push civilization to the edge of extinction. Nuclear apocalypse. A nuclear apocalypse is caused by the use of atomic weapons on a massive scale. The explosions destroy entire cities within seconds, but the greatest danger comes afterward. Radiation, poisoned environments, collapsing governments, and nuclear winter can make survival even harder than the war itself. Stories like Fallout, Threads, and Mad Max explore worlds where humanity must rebuild after civilization has been almost completely erased. Pandemic apocalypse. A pandemic apocalypse begins with a deadly disease that spreads across the world faster than governments can contain it. Unlike zombie outbreaks, the infected are not always undead. Many remain alive while carrying an extremely dangerous virus. As hospitals become overwhelmed and supply chains collapse, everyday life quickly falls apart. Films such as Contagion, 28 Days Later, and World War Z show how a microscopic threat can bring billions of lives into danger. AI apocalypse. An AI apocalypse happens when artificial intelligence becomes more powerful than humanity and decides to take control. In some stories, intelligent machines view humans as a threat. In others, they simply follow their programming without concern for human life. Advanced robots, drones, and automated weapons become impossible to stop once they spread across the world. Famous examples include The Terminator, The Matrix, and I, Robot, each imagining a different path toward machine domination. Asteroid apocalypse. An asteroid apocalypse occurs when a massive space rock collides with Earth. Even if the impact strikes only one region, the consequences affect the entire planet. Huge explosions, earthquakes, tsunamis, and clouds of dust can block sunlight for months or even years, destroying crops and ecosystems. Films such as Armageddon, Deep Impact, and Don't Look Up explore humanity's desperate attempts to prevent this kind of global disaster before it is too late. Demon apocalypse. A demon apocalypse begins when supernatural forces invade the human world. Ancient creatures, dark magic, and hellish armies replace scientific explanations with horror and mythology. Survivors must face enemies that cannot always be defeated with ordinary weapons. Games like Doom and Diablo, along with films such as Constantine, imagine worlds where humanity fights not just for survival but against the forces of evil themselves. Monster apocalypse. A monster apocalypse is caused by enormous or highly destructive creatures that overwhelm civilization. These monsters may come from deep underground, the ocean, outer space, or failed scientific experiments. Some attack cities directly, while others hunt anything that moves, forcing humanity into hiding. Films such as A Quiet Place, Cloverfield, and Pacific Rim each present a different version of a world where giant creatures become the dominant force on Earth.